If encouragement is the key to you getting what you want, why don't people encourage one another more? I believe that you need encouragement much like I do. And you need encouragement like you need air to breathe. Imagine a scuba tank on your back. Yet instead of filled with air, it's filled with encouragement. And every day you wake up with a full tank of encouragement. And there's a hose coming from that tank. And that hose, of course, goes to your face with an encouragement mask. And you breathe in that encouragement and you are fired up to take on the day. Perhaps it takes a cup of coffee or a soda and some scrambled eggs for you to get fired up. But you know what I mean. You have that fresh day, new outlook in life. And hopefully that happens to you more days than not. Yet as you go through the day, that hose gets crimped. It gets stepped on and sometimes snapped right off or cut off with someone's scissors. Because we live in a world that's lacking encouragement. Yet, if people need encouragement like they need air to breathe, is it any wonder why the world is in such a mess? Why it's such a negative place and why you're having such a hard time getting what you want? It's encouragement above all else. And I think there's three reasons that people don't encourage each other. And number one is they don't think it works. We have grown up speaking our own language. I call it being on channel WeFM. What's in it for me? We're all wired that way, that we're coming at life on our own channel, our own perspective, and our own beliefs. And so when we go out there and encourage each other, perhaps as a youth, or just have conversations with people throughout the years, we start to learn that people just don't get where we're coming from. We don't get the reaction we want from people, and we stop trying to encourage one another, and we shift into blaming, attacking, or avoiding people. Have you ever done that? Where you just are done with people for the day, or done with them for your life? There's two types of people I think you're going to run into. Number one are people that you like right away that will end up annoying you. And then there's the people that annoy you right off the bat, yet you end up liking them. And really there's probably those two types of people, and it goes back and forth in certain elements of that, where they're annoying and you like them, you annoy them, and hopefully you're not cutting these people out of your life. Hopefully you're embracing them, you're going to them with issues, and you're working things out. Yet, that's pretty rare. Usually it's a nasty text message or email. Definitely not encouraging. Well, so that leads us to, we really don't know how to encourage one another. That's number two reason why people don't encourage you. We have never been trained to understand that people have different languages, different perspectives, and different channels that they're on. People are not out to get you. They just are different. And so we have to learn how to encourage one another. And that leads me to number three reason why people don't encourage one another. Because people don't get that people are on earth to annoy you. That's right. People are on earth to annoy you. That's how you grow, stretch, and change. Or you can choose to be a hermit and live in a cave and only come out on full moons and when people aren't around, which I'm finding is awfully hard to do these days, no matter what you do in life. So if people are on earth to annoy you, we don't think encouragement works, and we don't know how to, what do we do? Well, we understand that there's four types of people. That there's people that are outgoing and reserved. And there's people that are people-orientated and task-orientated. And so when you meet somebody, you quickly run through your filter. What grid are they on? Are they outgoing or reserved? And then once you determine that, are they talking language that leads me to believe that they're all about people or all about the task? Then, once you do that, understand that people that are task-orientated and people-orientated use dominant language, meaning they like choice, challenge, and control. For instance, my wife, I don't tell my wife we're going to Red Robin restaurant for dinner. I say, honey, would you like to go to Red Robin, BW3, or McDonald's? And I let her choose, because she likes the choice. and she likes having the control. I'm not sure it's very challenging to pick a restaurant, yet I suppose I could make a game out of it or something. Saying, honey, no one knows how to pick out a restaurant like you. Are you up to the challenge of picking a restaurant tonight? Taco Bell, Red Robin, or BW3? She'll love that. Matter of fact, I'll try that today. Thanks for helping me work this out. As you can see, I am people-orientated and outgoing. Now, we just talked about the lion. I'm an otter. And otters, we like to be approved of, which means we like approval, popularity, and we love to be liked. That's right. So that's the language we speak. Then you've got the golden retrievers. And golden retrievers are people-orientated, yet they're reserved. They're not quite talking as fast as I have been throughout this whole video. They're loyal. They listen. And these golden retriever types, they like appreciation. That's a key word. Don't say good job to them. Say, I appreciate how you take care of me. I appreciate how I'm blessed by you in my life. They also value security and assurance. They want to know it's going to be okay. That's the golden retrievers. Now, golden retrievers, as I mentioned, are people-oriented and reserved. And that's different than our last category, which are the beavers. And the beavers, they are task-oriented and reserved. So they value value. They value quality answers and excellence. In general, there's a right and a wrong way with these people, black and white. And if you're going to bring in some gray area, you need to explain step by step in a value quality answer why this would be excellent for them to do. As you notice, those golden retrievers and beavers talk a little bit slower. While those lions and us otters, we talk fast. We got places to go, people to see, and things to do. And I do too. I have to get inside for a parent-teacher conference. So let's remember that you need encouragement like you need air to breathe. And to get what you want in life, whether it's growing your bank account, living your passion, or maximizing your time, we call that the have it all circle, because we're always in flux trying to have it all with growing a bank account, living a passion, or maximizing time. And we surround that with the 6 F's, or actually the 6 F's are the center of that, because that's your faith, your family, your fitness, your finance, falling forward, and your friendships. And when you're growing in those 6 areas, you'll feel as if you have it all. Now, does that mean life will be perfect? No. Life is messy. Take it from a guy who has 4 pet chickens. There is chicken poop everywhere in my life. Literally, right outside the door, and figuratively, every day, because people are stepping on my air hose, they're snipping it off, and they're crimping it. Yet I know they're just speaking a different language. They're not out to get me. They're not out to get you. They just need encouragement like they need air to breathe. So I challenge you today to think of 1 or 2 small next steps you can do to encourage someone today. 3, if you're an overachiever. You'll find that the encouragement you give will expand. Like a ripple in a Glasscom lake. Those ripples will go out and affect other people in the world. And you're not going to know where it's going to come from, but those ripples will hit the side of the lake, and they will bounce back, and they're coming back to you. That's how you get what you want. You also need to hold people accountable. Keep those steps broken down in the small next steps, and you will get what you want. You have what it takes. I believe in you, and high five.